New research suggests that most people have up to 8 undigested meals in their gut at any given moment, or possibly even more. This undigested food is secretly putting a huge strain on your digestive system.
Well, this could be your intestine, but it could just as easily be the back of the line at Space Mountain. Hello, Internet! My name's KB Shinn, and like most people my age, I have a vested interest in attaining personal wellness while doing as little work as possible. See, as a citizen of the Internet, I've been searching far and wide for that certain special something that will give me the boot in the ass I need to be a functional adult. Maybe something like a new detox diet, or an herbal tea, or maybe a nice tobacco smoke enema. Since there's a notable overlap between physical and mental health, there are many schools of thought in how to achieve this ideal balance, though it needs to be remarked that some of them are more scientific than others. Your average doctor will tell you that the simplest long-term solution would be to eat sensibly, drink water, get a little sunlight every now and then, and exercise for about 20 minutes a day. But that's really hard. With the growing rate of obesity in the United States, doctors, scientists, New Age gurus, and political lobbyists are all trying to identify the cause, and nobody can come to an agreement. It's been fat, artificial sweeteners, trans fats, sugar, gluten. This year's model is toxins. That's right. Your body is full of toxins, and you need to be cleansed. The concept of toxins is overused, and these Gwyneth Paltrow types will go on and on about them, but can't actually tell you what they are. Well, here's an explanation from someone who is neither a microbiologist nor trying to sell you shit. A toxin is a substance produced by a living thing that can infect or poison another living thing. For example, group A Streptococcus bacteria produces toxins that cause strep throat and scarlet fever. Or Staphylococcus aureus produces toxins that cause food poisoning and toxic shock syndrome. In small amounts, they can help boost your immune system, but if your immune system isn't doing so hot, it can make you really sick. The toxins that New Age types consistently refer to are allegedly found in our food. That's not technically untrue. Anything enjoyed in moderation can be toxic if you consume too much of it. Regularly drink more than 4 cups of coffee a day? That can cause caffeine toxicity. Do you eat more carrots than Bugs Bunny? That can cause vitamin A toxicity. And it can turn your skin orange. But your body is already equipped with its own toxin-battling 5-man band. It's called your lungs, liver, and kidneys. Eat healthy and treat them well, and these bad boys can last a lifetime. Results may vary. Some restrictions may apply due to congenital conditions, hazardous working environments, substance abuse, accidents, illness, socioeconomic standing, or lack of access to adequate medical care. Fear of toxins and weight loss often go hand in hand, so it's no wonder that millions of Americans are turning to detox diets and cleansing teas and high colonics. A colonic is where a therapist of a sort inserts a rubber tube and pumps about 16 gallons of vitamin-infused water into their client's rectum to eliminate toxins and excess waste. Some godless heathens use a coffee colonic. Why? Oh, why would you do this to perfectly good coffee? Follow-up question. Do you get cream and sugar with it too? These colonics are actually really bad for you. Fecal matter helps nourish and protect your intestines as it's on its way out of your body. Trying to just wash it out kills the good bacteria, which leaves you more vulnerable to infection. You could get a hole punched in your rectum called a perforation, which could cause fecal matter to leak inside of your body, and I don't think I need to explain to you why that's bad. If you're doing a coffee colonic, you can get rectal burns. No, I'm not kidding. While it's been used since the early 1900s, medical science has recorded 3 known deaths due to coffee enemas. But for the more robust among us who are willing to take a chance, possible side effects include severe nausea, cramping, and vomiting. I'm not personally jazzed with the idea of throwing up after having 16 gallons of coffee shot up my ass, but you do you, boo-boo. Still, there are others who claim it's not toxins, it's that you're full of crap. Literally, you're full of crap. Everything sucks for you because you're all backed up and you just need to drop a deuce. Multiple websites that I've looked at said that at any given time, you could be filled with 5 to 20, 25, even 30 pounds of poop. Is that why my eyes are brown? This seems a little excessive. A study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Gastroenterology found the majority of people poop anywhere between 3 times per week to 3 times a day. How much poo you're actually carrying inside your body will vary depending on your age, hydration level, height and weight, diet, hormone levels, and so on. Then again, maybe the amount of poop you're carrying isn't all, well, crap. A 2014 study conducted at the University of Minnesota at St. Paul found that most of their test subjects only got about half of the recommended daily amount of fiber. To be fair, this study was funded and co-authored by the unstoppable cereal juggernaut General Mills, so take that with a grain of salt. But you can still look at the average American diet and go, yeah, that makes sense. But diet alone isn't why we can't poop. Americans have social factors to consider. We really don't want other people to be around when we're pooping or know that we're pooping. Porta-johns are just nightmare fuel. Maybe your toilet paper is made from old butterfly wings, or your dickhead boss had those sloping toilets installed because he thinks you're not taking a dump in there, you're just using company time to play Lily's garden.
You're not wrong, Walter, you're just an ass.
You could be on a date and you're not at the part of the relationship where you feel comfortable enough to stink up their toilet. And let us not forget our deep and abiding love of opiates. We love opiates so much that we now have drug commercials like this one.
If you need an opioid to manage your chronic pain, you may be so constipated. It feels like everyone can go, except you.
Jeez, no wonder we're cranky. Thing is, I've done the research, I've processed the information, and somehow I'm still wondering, yeah, but does any of it work? I decided to put my own ass on the line to find out. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you Wonderlust proudly presents Fast Facts about Poop. A wombat's poop is cube-shaped. Wait, how does... Moving on. A newborn baby's first poop is pitch black and has a sticky, tar-like consistency. This is called a meconium. And I'm no expert, but I'm guessing that on first sight, a lot of new dads were just happy that their baby isn't a supervillain. Dogs eat poop for lots of reasons, but most notably because they're feeling stressed, isolated, or unwell. This can make them sick, so make sure your good boy or girl sees their vet regularly and gets lots of love. Oh, and maybe don't lick your face. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was one of the most brilliant composers of any age. He also had a famously raunchy sense of humor, often ad-libbing poop and fart jokes in his concerts and letters to his loved ones. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, diarrhea was among the leading causes of death in the United States, especially among young children. This was largely due to poor hygiene, unsafe drinking water, and a lack of sanitation. Or no sanitation if your neighbors just regularly dumped their chamber pots out in the street. That's just sort of what people did back then. The development of the sewer system profoundly improved the quality of people's lives, and it cut back on the childhood mortality rate. Wait, I might have heard this before, but sanitation workers saving the world? That's brilliant! The most expensive coffee in the world is called Kopi Luwak, or Kivit coffee. The top shelf blend can go upwards of $600 a pound. You might know it better as the cat poop coffee. It's made by feeding coffee berries to a kivit, or toddy cat. The kivit then digests the berries, poops out the coffee beans, and they collect the little kivit doots and then process and sell them. If I want a cup of crappy coffee that badly, I'll just do what every other millennial does and go to my parents' house. I'm just kidding. Please don't disown me. In 2020, Americans spent over $11 billion on toilet paper. To give you a sense of scale, that's about what we spend every year on porn. Joseph Ghigetti is credited with the invention of mass-produced toilet paper in 1857. However, it wasn't until 1930 that toilet paper companies could definitively say that the product was not only effective, but also free of splinters. Before the invention of toilet paper, people would use things like moss, fur, leaves, seashells, corn cobs, and passoi, which were bits of pottery with their enemies' names written on them. Oh god. This was a public bathroom in the lost city of Pompeii. Ancient Romans got a jump start on indoor plumbing and sewer systems, typically by using a small stream of water running directly under these public toilets. No doors or walls between them, and you'd be close enough to feel the warmth of your neighbor's powerful thighs. For hygiene, they used something called a tersorium, which is kind of like a sponge on a stick. They'd wet it, do their business, and rinse it off with water or vinegar. You know, out of courtesy for the next guy to use it. Oh, you heard me right, baby. Communal butt sponges.
Hey, I'ma get the fuck up out of here, shit, I'm out.
And you don't want to know what they did with their pee. Okay, you talked me into it. I'll tell you in the credits.
Get on with it!
All right, damn. It's bad enough I have to try and convince the entire internet that girls do, in fact, poop. Everybody knows that 2 Girls, 1 Cup was staged. It was staged, right? A cleanse falls under holistic medicine, which most scientists agree is bullshit. Assuming product reviews are at least partially true, it has to work for somebody, if nothing else, under the placebo effect. Instead of having gallons of water pumped into your colon, you're just using teas or juice or herbal supplements to encourage your body to make a gratuitous bowel movement. This is starting to sound a lot like bulimia. So, in a world full of snake oil salesmen, how did I decide which snake oil was right for me? Teas were out. I was not about to sully my relationship with tea like that. Juices were also a no-go. I did a juice cleanse once. I lost 3 pounds. And my job, because I was so hungry I kept making mistakes. It'd have to be in pill form, with no ingredients I couldn't pronounce, and whatever lofty claims they made, I was not about to give my money to a company that claims that cleanses will cure autism.
This has got litigation written all over it.
I ended up going with ZuPoo because their ad popped up in a YouTube video, and its use of matter-of-fact language and cute cartoons felt like it was created to market to me personally.
New research suggests that most people have up to 8 undigested meals in their gut at any given moment, or possibly even more. This undigested food is secretly putting a huge strain on your digestive system.
This could be your intestine, or it could just as easily be the back of the line at Space Mountain. That's right, Space Mountain, the only roller coaster in America where you can't lift your hands in the air or you'll fracture your goddamn wrist. Like many of its competitors, ZuPoo claims that having too much poop inside your body has a long list of consequences for your overall well-being. But depression being one of them kind of gave me pause. None of my research into scientific websites mentioned constipation causing depression. A whole lot of other nasty problems, but not depression specifically. Still, since physical and mental health are so interconnected,
the body cannot live without the mind.
It's a claim that almost sounds kind of rational. Are you depressed because you can't poop? Or is not pooping making you depressed? What is the sound of one man crapping? I need Jesus. I'm so sorry. But why not give it a try? I'm overweight and unemployed. I've got nothing but time. I've been unemployed the entire pandemic. God, I hate myself. Besides, my brain doesn't produce enough dopamine for a healthy adult to live because those particular neurons work about as hard as most Instagram models. Yay, science! So ZuPoo comes in a bottle of 30 capsules, and since the capsules are packed full of herbs, they have kind of a spicy, earthy smell to them that's not unpleasant. The 6 major ingredients in the capsules, at least according to ZuPoo's creator Mzu, has been used as a digestive aid or laxative. My research through the Mayo Clinic, the University of Rochester Medical Center, and yes, through Wikipedia, have shown that this is largely correct. I'd personally reclassify cayenne pepper as a tasty firestorm, as spicy foods do give you that get up and go feeling. There was something that concerned me, however. One of the ingredients is Cascara sagrada. Holistic medicine uses it as a laxative. In 2002, the Food and Drug Administration marked Cascara sagrada as a Category 2 agent. This means that its medicinal properties haven't been verified by medical science. That's most herbal supplements, if I'm being completely honest. Less appetizing, though, is bentonite clay. This powdered clay is made from volcanic ash and is popularly used in skin and hair treatments, as well as a little extra fiber. As of this recording, the FDA has pulled 2 bentonite clay products off the market due to their elevated lead levels. Not real encouraging, is it? But I understood the risks, so that combined with pure hubris prepared me to be cleansed. You take 2 capsules in the evening, presumably so you can start your day off with a number 2. So that's what I did. It was fine. Normal, even. I was honestly expecting a reaction like what you get from jelly juice. For the uninformed, it's a cabbage-based medicinal juice that the inventor swears can make you do things like live to be 400 or regrow lost limbs. And it's perhaps best known for one particular side effect.
When you are waterfalling, you are purging out, with some force, the things that do not belong in your body.
There is more salt in jelly juice than in the incels.co forum, and it's just as toxic. Remember what TLC says, kids. Don't go chasing waterfalls. When I decided decided to try ZuPoo, I opted to do it in a way I believed an average person would. I didn't make any significant changes to my diet or exercise. While I was consuming fruits and veggies and doing light cardio 4 times a week, I was also eating stuff like pizza and cookout milkshakes. After a few days of taking ZuPoo, you start to notice how your body responds to certain foods, and you'll find yourself all over the Mohs scale of poo, as it were. It goes without saying that healthy foods make you more productive than unhealthy foods. Incidentally, so does alcohol, which I do not recommend you consume while you're on this cleanse. The earthy, grassy smell from the supplement will start to come out in your sweat. Staying hydrated is crucial for any type of anything, really, but just know that on this cleanse, it will go right through you. Anyone who's ever done a cleanse or just taken the occasional laxative knows they can cause intense stomach cramps. Big deal. I can handle that. I am a woman, after all.
Oh no, not again.
That was pretty much a normal day for me up until I got my hysterectomy. The good thing about ZuPoo is that there's very little, if any, cramping. The bad thing about ZuPoo is that there's very little, if any, cramping. The cramp lets you know that you've got a couple of minutes before you need to find a bathroom ASAP. Without it, you don't have much of a warning before your body is screaming, "Fire in the hole!" It definitely puts a damper on your social calendar. Hiking is out. Don't want to go to the mall. Their bathrooms are disgusting. Jiu-jitsu? Definitely out. D&D on Discord? I'll mute my mic just in case. For a few days, I certainly felt like I had more energy, even if I had a revolving door to the bathroom. This was definitely a decision I'd made, but I'd be a whole new person when the cleanse was over. And then the depression came back. I never stopped taking the ZuPoo or strayed from my diet and exercise, just brain.exe has stopped working. I barely moved from the couch. I didn't shower for like 3 days. I just couldn't bring myself to go outside.
The fun sucks.
Turns out a good poop, or several over the course of 15 days, won't affect your depression. Because of course it won't. And I knew it wouldn't, because none of my research on scientific websites even addressed a connection between the two. But I tried it anyway because I wanted it to work, because having depression sucks every dick in the universe. As for the weight loss part, well, I didn't really lose anything. I just kind of yo-yoed on the same 2.5 pounds from my starting weight. Still, I wouldn't mind trying again when I'm in a better place mentally and I'm making better food choices to see if it yields different results. Doing a cleanse might help you jumpstart a new diet plan, but this could be harmful if you have an eating disorder or a body dysmorphia or any of the many other ways your dysfunctional brain is mean to you. I'm not a doctor, and if you're getting your medical advice from YouTube, you should really be watching Dr. Mike for that. Oh, doctor, you're so dreamy. So, thanks for watching. Stay curious, and remember that as much as 2020 sucked, just be grateful that you didn't have to wipe your butt with pottery. So, you wanted to know what the ancient Romans did with their pee. Well, it turns out it wasn't all just a waste. Based on the evidence from archaeologists, at least as far as they can tell, the Romans had an ancient chamber pot system. They kept them in homes, offices, bars, brothels, sporting arenas, and places of worship. Wherever there were people, they had to have a pot to piss in. When these pots were full, they would take them out, not to throw them in the street, mind you, but to dump them into larger communal vessels, not unlike our modern trash cans. A cleanup crew would come around, say, once a week, to take away all the urine to a special processing plant that you'll know as the laundromat. Now, urine contains ammonia and a variety of other chemicals, and the ancient Romans discovered that its unique properties made it an excellent laundry detergent. No fooling. They would take all their tunics and togas and stolas, and they would just throw them into these giant ankle-deep vats of urine where history's first Maytag men would just get in there and stomp around on them and swish everything around to get all the stains out. Oh, and they would also use their urine to bleach their hair and whiten their teeth. My God, ancient Rome must have smelled like a truck stop bathroom made of nightmares. Isn't history fun? Cheers.